Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Cardigan. Up here today, I thought I'd do another sort of update vlog, sort of let you know where I'm at, and stuff like that going forward. I thought I'd start off just by saying, what I've been playing, what I've been watching, like always. Mostly just the Crew 2. I've actually started doing some of the races now. And I'm really enjoying it, I did a couple of like the special event races today. Like I did one where you have to go down this blizzard mountain thing, and there was like another one which was really cool, which sort of reminded me of like a Burnout Takedown, where you have to take down the cars. And then there was one that I did which reminded me of like Stuntman, where you have to get from start to finish, but you have all these jumps and you got to dodge things and hit things. But one thing I do want to sort of mention is the performance thing, because each event will give you a recommendation on what performance your vehicle should be. And essentially what that does, it basically says, like, if your performance level recommendation is 80, and say you have something that's a car or a bike or whatever that's at 220, like max performance level, it means you're going to win the race because your car's faster and that. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the race, but it means that the other cars aren't going to beat you in terms of speed and that. Once you've got ahead on them, if you fuck up, you fuck up. But you're not going to have any problems with losing the race because of the speed or something like that. And I actually find that works really nice, actually. Like I said, it's very fair. It doesn't feel like I said, if I lost the race, it's because either I wasn't fast enough or I messed up. But if I've got something that's faster than the recommended power, the recommended performance level, I'm not going to worry too much if I'm, about losing because of I'm not fast enough, A bit like the leveling up system in video games, it's like if you were playing like a World of Warcraft and you tried to do a mission that was recommended at level 50 and you would like level 20 or something, you're going to die. Do you know what I mean? You're going to die because the enemies are much stronger than you. And then like, if you're higher than the recommended level, you're not going to fail the mission because they're stronger than you. You're going to fail the mission because you messed up. And I like that, I really do. As for watching stuff, I've been watching a bit of different things here and there, some wrestling here and there, some AEW. I started watching Top Gear last night. I never really watched Top Gear growing up. I've seen a couple of episodes here and there. If my cousin had it on or someone had it on, I'd watch it. But I loved, and I'm going to watch this tonight, Jeremy Clarkson videos growing up. I know Jeremy Clarkson, there's a lot of controversy with him. Love him or hate him, I actually think he's funny, I like what he does. But, love him or hate him. But I'm actually really surprised that the BBC iPlayer actually has all of the episodes of Top Gear. I think all of them anyway. I don't think there's any missing. Especially the older ones with Jeremy Clarkson, because obviously there was a lot of controversy with Jeremy Clarkson and he left Top Gear. And then obviously Brian May and Richard Hammond, they went over to Amazon Prime and made the show The Grand Tour, which I don't know if it's still going anymore, because I know that James May did a lot of independent like documentaries like in Japan, the toys and things like that. And I know that Jeremy Clarkson got the Jack Clarkson's Farm show as well going on. I don't know about Richard Hammond. I actually haven't seen much from Richard Hammond anymore. I remember him from Brainiac. Do you remember Brainiac Science Abuse used to be on Sky One? That was awesome. That's what I loved about like educational things growing up. Because the educational stuff you watched in school was so boring. You can make learning fun. I don't get me wrong. I love informative stuff, but that's why I really enjoy Top Gear, because I only watched 2 episodes last night, but I'm watching some more tonight. And that's what I love about it. It's very informative because you learn about the cars and all of this stuff. I mean, if you're watching stuff that's older, Top Gear, it's from like 2001, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Maybe not so much, but it's informative, but it's also entertaining. It's funny as well. There's a lot of jokes going on. It's entertaining, and that's what I like about it. You can make something educational but also be entertaining at the same time. And I think that's what a lot of these companies and educational things You know, when I was growing up, at least like the 90s, early 2000s, it was very boring, you know, but now you've got a lot of these educational shows and, you know, especially like kid shows and stuff that are educational. You know, it's like Paw Patrol, for example. I don't watch Paw Patrol per se, but obviously my son used to watch it. But you sort of watch it and you go, okay, so they're teaching kids, you know, about, you know, sharing and stuff like that. But hidden behind, you know, but in front of you, what they see is, you know, dogs and whatever, cats or whatever they are, rescuing and stuff like that. But they're teaching you at the same time. Another one is like Blazer and the Monster Machine, which is like I think it's Monster Truck, but you know, it's got a racing, you know, element to it and cars and stuff. But obviously, throughout the show, they'll stop and they'll sort of go, oh, do you need one or number two or number three? Which square goes here and there? And I wish we had those sort of things growing up because, you know, they're educational but entertaining to kids at the same time. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm watching, what I'm playing and stuff like that. Um, Now I don't like to get into too many personal side of things, because I try to separate my YouTube from my personal life, but I think it is worth mentioning, because you may have noticed I'm not uploading as frequently as I used to, and that's because we've got a lot of things going on, especially with my son at the moment. His behaviour at school isn't great. He's now on half days at school, which means we have less time to ourselves. You know, normally from 9 till like half two, we were sound. You know, we're like, oh, we got 5 hours to just do what we want, you know, not do what we want if there's stuff we got to do, but we could have those times to enjoy ourselves and just focus on the baby if the baby needs anything, you know. Now it's like sort of thrown a wrench into the pipe work, you know. It's really tough, you know, and we got a lot of things going on. I'll be honest, we are getting some good support. You know, the school are doing what they can. We're getting some support from other people, and you know, third parties and stuff like that. Um, but it is really tough, and that's why I'm not uploading as much, because I don't really like to come upstairs on my own and spend 25 minutes, you know, doing a video. And even my partner has now got to push her maternity back even longer, because, you know, we're really worried about just one of us being with both of them. And, you know, I've got my holiday coming up, which I'm really looking forward to. But I just want to clarify something here. I know some people might be like, well, you've just said you're really struggling, right? Why are you going away? You know, because we were getting some, you know, because we sort of dwindled on the idea of, you know, why didn't I take my son on holiday with me? I don't want to take him out of school because I don't want to do that. B, it would just be too much. And C, this holiday is not just about me having fun. It's about me sort of reflecting on everything, because it's just me and my mate who you know, you've seen him in my videos before. You know, Ryan, you've probably seen him in my videos before. I'm sure if you're watching this video, Ryan, you know what I'm talking about. I'll kick your ass when we go away on holiday, you know that. You know, take Left 4 Dead 2 with us, play some old Left 4 Dead 2, you know what I'm saying? But it is important because I've not been myself for nearly 5 years, and that's not just because of the kids, that's because of everything that happened. You know, if you've been with me on YouTube, you know, losing my mum, my nan, family members, there's a lot of stuff going on my side of the family at the moment, which I won't go into because it's not really in my place to discuss it. But it's been really tough, you know, so I can have this time to just go, do you know what, let's have some fun, let's be ourselves, and come back with a fresh mind and go, do you know what, I'm emotionally and mentally, let's get out of it, you know what I mean? And you know, I think it's very important that people do that, and I think a lot of people make this mistake. A lot of people think, oh, if you're a parent, you ain't got time for yourself. No, that is a load of bollocks. Don't let anyone tell you, if you're a parent, whether your child is 2 months old, 2 years old, 20 years old, it doesn't matter. You need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself time. You need to take yourself. Don't ever stop doing what you want to do because of your kids. You know, yes, manage your kids, look after your kids, do all the right things, but we all make sacrifices. I've made sacrifices. I've got rid of so much stuff, you know. And yeah, I think it is important that you still remember who you are, because I've certainly, and definitely my partner, we've both lost sight of who we are. Maybe it's because we don't get a lot of time to spend with each other anymore. But we are working on these things. We're going to sit down, hopefully, at some point and sort of have a proper discussion about everything and how we can sort of manage our problems, you know, and go from there, you know. But never forget who you are. If you're a parent, you know how hard it is. But, you know, like they say, being a parent is a 24/7 job and you don't get paid for it. I mean, yeah, you can get child benefit and things like that, but that's not because you're a parent. That's because to pay. I don't know. Maybe it's different in your country. I don't know. But I digress. So yeah, I'm a bit sort of worn out today because I had to go out because we needed some stuff and I had to sell some bits. Particularly, I don't want to sell stuff, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I can do much more selling because I've pretty much gone through these bookcases time after time, and everything I've got is just dirt cheap in CEX. CEX isn't a great place to sell your stuff, but it's a great place to sell your stuff if you need money and you need it fast. You know what I mean? Because eBay, Facebook, you know, online communities take time. Unfortunately, it's only if someone's interested in it, you know, they'll buy it off you. You can get a little bit more bang for your buck, sure, but man, it takes a long time. So I mean, I've even got both my 200 box sets up on eBay, but to be honest, part of me's like, you know, I'm gonna take them back down. I put them on, took them down, put them on, put them down because it's like, do I or don't I? You know, because I've got a few things in my collection that are worth a bit of money, but at the same time, it's like, um, I can't take it into CX or anything. So but you got to make choices, you know. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've moved on with pop figures up there. I've got some up there. I've got some up in the bookcase. I've got some over here. I've got some over there. I took out about 5 that actually I looked up the prices of all of the ones that I've got. And do you know what? I want to show you this, guys, because this boggled my mind. I couldn't believe this. So I took about a few pop figures and any ones that were selling for around about £20 and up. I thought, because all my pop figures are loose, any ones that were selling for about £20 and up, I put up on eBay at like 18 quid, just because I thought, well, why not, you know? But this tiny little thing here, I think it's called Nightmare Enad. I seen 3 of these on eBay. One was selling for £80. One was selling for £120, and the other one was, I don't know, it was one of them low to high things. So I couldn't believe this. That's crazy. I put it up at like 60 quid. I mean, I don't see why it's so expensive. If anyone's interested in it, let me know. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy and ask for £100 for a tiny little thing like this. Maybe it's because it's a rare one, but if you've ever got any little figures lying around, even like toy cars and things, if you've ever got any like old metal cars and toys and not your Beanie Babies, they're not worth anything, unfortunately. Always have a little look around, because some of these things are worth a lot of money. Just it boggles the mind. It's like the old white case Disney VHS case. They're worth thousands of pounds. I think they're US ones though. But yeah, just it boggles the mind. It's like I've also got a bunch of vinyl records that, if I went through them, I probably would be able to make a good bit of money off them, because I've got some old ones, some like first edition ones, and things like that. But the only problem I have with them is shipping, is because I prefer not to do collection, just because it's trying to manage the time and it's back and forth. But does anyone, if anyone's got any advice, what is the best way to ship vinyl records? Is it best to like buy a flat box, put them in a flat box, and then put bubble wrap around them, or is it best to buy like a big box and maybe sell them as a bundle? Is it better to put them in like a like a padded envelope. I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone has any advice on the best way to sell vinyl, let me know, because I definitely want to go through them at some point. Because I don't use physical music. I just use Amazon Music. So, you know, and I only really listen to music occasionally when I'm out with my headphones, and then I listen to it at night when I go to sleep. And then occasionally I'll put it on when I'm playing The Crew too. But other than that, you know. So, yeah, if anyone's got any advice on how to sell the best way to get rid of vinyl and ship them, please let me know, because it would really be helpful. But yeah, so I've got a couple of video ideas for the future. Now, I say ideas because this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do these videos. I want to, it's just finding the time. I do want to do one where I talk about free TV subscription services, because I did a lot of the, you know, my 2 stream or not to stream videos, and they were all paid for streaming service, with the exception of ITVX that I did. But I do want to do a video where I talk about just all of the free ones that I'm aware of, because I know some people are all, you know, very tough. It's, you know, money at the moment is you know, tight, and you know, it's worth it's a good way to sort of, you know, give some people some ideas. Maybe there's some things on there that some people don't know about, you know, and if you don't mind, you know, a couple of ads here and there, then, you know, fair enough, you know. But I've got a few of them that I know of, so I'll probably do a video on that. I do want to talk about IPTV as well. Maybe I'll throw that in with that video. I do want to do some more gaming videos in terms of talking about games, because, you know, maybe some more top lists, like underrated games, favourite underrated games, games that I'm looking forward to, games that I think everyone should play, etc, etc. Unfortunately, because I don't have the physical games anymore, you sort of, you know, if you're new to the channel and you think to yourself, what the hell is this guy talking about? He don't even have the game. How can he know about the game? He's not talking about the game. He's not holding the game. Yeah. I'm a game. I know about my games. Look at my old videos, guys. I know about my games. And that brings the question, you know, will I ever get back into game collecting? Short answer, yes, with an if. A long answer, no, but with a but. Yeah. Yes, if I get the money and a bigger house. No, but again, it's something like it's a never say never kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, you just don't know these days, do you? You know, but I digress, guys. I really do. I digress. I've sort of rambled on for too long here. And I do want to just sort of give a thanks to all of the regular subscribers that come back and watch the videos, and even if it's just me talking, you know. And I really do appreciate all of the regular commenters. I think your name's Bebo or something like that. You've got the picture of I want to say, I keep thinking it's Bellsprout, but it's not. It's the pea. I'm sure it's the pea shooter from Plants and Zombies. I see you comment all the time. It's really nice to always hear from you. I say you because I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, or whatever you are. You can't assume these days, so whatever you are, maybe let me know in the comments below, you know. And of course, all of the other subscribers, you know who you are. But I do appreciate it, you know, and I do appreciate the patience as well. I don't ever get anyone comment, you know, why have you not done a video? Why are you not doing a video? I see like some older YouTubers, like big YouTubers, always getting like, oh, this guy's not uploaded a video in 2 days. They forgot about us. We're only human, guys. You know, we're not contracted in any way to do YouTube videos, you know. If you earn money from YouTube, yeah, maybe you're more entitled to do videos, you know, maybe if you're part of a company, fine. But if you're a standard person like myself, never feel contracted to do anything, you know. Do it when you can. That's what I say. And that's why I thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown of what's happening. So, I digress, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I want to go in there because I've got the house to myself for a few more hours, so I want to do a couple of things. I'm going to watch that head-to-head tonight. I'm hoping my partner don't come back too late because I don't really want it to mess up the night routine, but we'll see. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, comment below, let me know what you've been up to recently, what your favorite let me know what you think of what your favorite motor TV show is, you know, because there's loads of them now. What your favorite car or motor TV show is. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, have a nice day. Take care and bye-bye.